this tool.
Hey, baby.
How's it going? I am just getting around to doing some outside stuff today. We have some guests coming in tonight, so we had to get the house all ready for that. Can you see what's going on behind me? There are flower petals all over the ground of our whole property because right up there, those are honey locust trees, and they've just bloomed and they're falling. They're just giving us this continual snowfall on the ground. I mean, look at this. All of this is petals from that. I am working on a laborious project right now. It's kind of a rough one, but I'm in the orchard. As you can see behind me, we have 21 fruit trees out here, and they're spaced pretty close because we're going to be keeping them really small, because we're going to be keeping them pruned really small. Last year we put cardboard down and then mulched along these rows here. This year I have realized that that was not good enough. The weeds in this area and the grass in this area are so strong and so well rooted that I needed to dig up everything. So this is what I'm doing. It may not be a perfectly straight line, but it's pretty close. I'll bring you over here to see the progress. There it is. So I'm making a row that we can easily mow around, and then we can easily weed. Looks like I completely missed strawberries right here, but as you can see over here, we have strawberries in between the fruit trees. And as they establish, they will send out runners and multiply. That's at least the best case scenario. And then year after year, we'll have more and more strawberries, I hope. I'm going to keep buying more for the next couple of years too, and just kind of filling in the gaps also. But look at this. I mean, we put cardboard down, so it's not too bad right here. And then we completely dug out that middle section, and it's totally infested with weeds once again. So that is the really slow process that I'm doing. The weather is beautiful today. It's cloud cover and right under 80 degrees. And 80 degrees up here is really hot because of the humidity. Look at the strawberries. Isn't it nice to be able to actually see them? One problem with being able to see them, though, is that the birds can also see them. So we're hoping we don't get completely robbed by the birds nearby. What I will do eventually, my long-term plan, is to have fruit tree, and then lots of strawberries in between. And then I'll also put maybe some alyssum, that's an annual flower, some marigolds, maybe do a planting of thyme. I've heard thyme does well with strawberries and actually makes the strawberries taste better. I don't know why, but I believe it. We're also doing a ring of daffodils around each fruit tree. So eventually this is going to be like not just an orchard, but it's going to be like a pretty meadowy, flowery place. I can see it. I have the vision for that. I'm really excited. As each year goes by, I can see a little bit more and a little bit more of the vision realized. But that's what I'm working on today. So I did get some done. I got this whole section uncovered. I got the whole surround here, and then I got distracted because there are actually other things in the garden that need work and that give me a little bit more satisfaction than this very difficult, tedious job. So I'm going to take you over there real quick. That's how far I got. So I'll say I got another tree surround finished. Okay, so let's go over here through the orchard, hop over these sections. Another thing that I'm working on right now is digging out everything right up against the outside of the garden wall, because I'm going to be putting chicken wire down to keep out the rabbits. So it does keep out the deer, which was our first thing that we needed to keep out. But look at that. They go right through the vinyl. And so I've got 2 feet of chicken wire that I'm going to put around the entire perimeter. So I dug all of this out. Not today, but I finished it today. And then I was like, well, my potatoes are getting very weedy. And look at this. This is very exciting. Okay, this is not a potato flower. This is the flowers that I was showing you earlier that are going nuts in the trees above us. But right here is a potato flower, and that is really good news because that means that the potatoes are about to start making baby potatoes. And then look at this. I found one! The flower itself actually has nothing to do with the forming of potatoes under the earth, but it is about the same timing. So if you live in a climate where your potatoes die back before they ever make flowers, that's where I used to live in Texas. It was too hot, and they would start dying back before they ever flowered. They never flowered, and I still got potatoes. On the other hand, this is really good news for the climate that I live in. It means that my potatoes are on their way. Oops, here's a black walnut weed. Well, that's what I got done today. And then Esther and I just picked a ton of radishes for our beef stew. You can either completely substitute, look at that one. Whew. You can completely substitute radishes for potatoes. Actually taste like potatoes, but they do kind of give you that similar bite as a potato. I've got a few red potatoes already in my kitchen, so I'm going to mix those in. But it's a good way to use radishes, and they're a little less starchy than a potato. Eat your vegetables. Alright, the potatoes and the radishes are fork tender. Add them to the rest of the stew. Dinner went great. I'm back out here. I'm really going to try to get this done before this evening, before the sun goes down, because it's going to be raining tomorrow. I did it. I can't believe I finished it today. All right. 3 more rows to go.